Well, here we are. Hi. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're well. Is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. My week's off. I don't normally work Sundays, and I worked Sunday this week. So that's a little crazy. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what to do when you're living your worst case scenario. So, hey, Tiffany. So, I think sometimes when we imagine adulthood or we imagine whatever our next phase is, whatever that transition is that we are coming into, hey, Casey, whenever we think about that next step, there's this hope, maybe blind hope, but there's this hope that things are going to be all good, that things are going to be easy. At the very least, things are going to be better. We get the new job, we get the new house, we have the new baby, we start the new relationship, we get the new car, and we think, this is it. Things are going to be so good now. And the new house has a leak in the kitchen, or the new car gets a flat tire, because that's what happens. The new baby won't stop crying. The new relationship is a little rocky. The honeymoon phase doesn't last as long as we'd hope. And we face reality suddenly. And what do? And so I wonder, what did they not tell you? Maybe you got married and premarital counseling didn't tell you that your husband could develop a gambling addiction. Maybe they didn't tell you that you might not be able to get pregnant, or that you might get postpartum depression like my wife did. Maybe they didn't tell you that your perfect little baby could be born with one less chromosome than normal, and you might raise that baby all their life. Or that, I don't know, that houses burn down, or that marriages burn down, or that friends might walk away from you when you divorce, or when you come out of the closet. Maybe you're like a friend of mine and nobody told you that your spouse could be riding his bike one day and fall and bump his head and change your whole life the next day. I wonder what people didn't tell you. I think there's a million different things that we don't expect. And this, my goal in this is not to scare you and to say, oh, you should look out for the boogeyman, because the sky, I'm not trying to be Chicken Little, the sky is falling. But sometimes the sky falls. Sometimes bad, unpredictable, unexpected, unimaginable things do happen. And when they happen, what do you do? What do you do? So that's what I want to talk to you about today is what do you do when things do seem to implode, when things are not as good as you thought or hoped or dreamed that they might be. Out when our little boy was born, when Ben was born. His birthday is Saturday. My little boy's turning 7. Isn't that crazy? And when he was born, I didn't know anything about postpartum depression, the baby blues. It's so much worse than the baby blues. What a cheap way to describe postpartum depression. But nobody told me that was possible, that this perfect wife could go through such a horrible, difficult, miserable season. And what do you do with that? I don't have a lot of answers. The only answer that I can give you, the only thing that seems to have helped me in hard times, whether it's Lindsay being hospitalized for 2 weeks with postpartum depression, or me recovering from a suicide attempt, or whatever your worst case scenario is, The only thing that has helped me through those worst case scenarios is to focus on the right now. I can't fix tomorrow, right? The Bible says, focus on today. Tomorrow's got enough worries of its own. I can't fix tomorrow. If I'm at point A, I can't do anything about what's at W, X, Y, or Z. I can't do anything about that. I can't even get to K from here if I'm at letter A. So my focus has to be on here, now. I'm at step A. I just need to get to step B. That's all I got to do today. I just got to take that one step. I've got to focus on the right now because I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. Uncertainty is a reality. An unpredictable future is a reality. Heartbreak, disappointment, shock, they're realities sometimes. And so I don't think that there's some formulaic prayer that you can pray, some magic formula that is going to make everything all better. I know Disney's got the sequel to Mary Poppins coming out here in a few months, but I don't think you can just take a spoonful of sugar and everything is suddenly better, you know. I think you have to focus on the right now. There's this moment. There's the person in front of me in the mirror. That guy, I got to take care of him, because if I lose my shit, if I completely freak because I can't control tomorrow, I can't predict tomorrow, I can't fix everyone and everything around me, if I lose it, I've lost it. That's exactly what has happened. So I've got to focus on me. There's when chaos strikes, when hard times hit out of the blue, you're T-boned at the intersection and you didn't see it coming, there's not an end result, or you're not able to hyper-focus on that end result. There's the decision that I have to make right now. Right now, I have to do this one thing. I can't do the next 25 until I do this one. So I've got to take a deep breath, I've got to center myself. I've got to remind myself that I am right here. Sometimes it's as simple, and maybe this sounds a little whack, but sometimes it's as simple as saying, today is Tuesday, and looking at the clock and saying, it's 10:23 in the morning on Tuesday. I'm sitting in my office. My hands are on my desk. I'm sitting in my chair. I have to do these grounding exercises. I'm holding on to my chair. There are earbuds in my ears. You know, I have on a green shirt. I can see the sun coming through the window. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I am right here, right now. Life's not always easy. I wasn't trying to get emotional today. High emotions. I wasn't trying to get emotional today. Oh, we're emotional beings. But yeah, sometimes when chaos is swirling all around me and I can't seem to find center, I have to do these very intentional, what seem like minuscule practices to bring myself back to this present moment. I am here, right? I love this sort of Christian contemplative practice that seems really simple. There's this scripture that says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. Sometimes it's that I have to just give myself permission to take a deep breath and just be here. Sometimes it's taking my medication. Sometimes it's taking a nap. Sometimes it's picking up the phone and calling my best friend, calling my sibling, calling a parent, calling my counselor, calling whoever that safe, trusted person is and saying, I can't do this right now. It's not I can't do this. It's I can't do this right now. Can you come over? Can you help? Can you make this phone call for me? Can you just be here with me? Can you sit on the phone with me while I do this thing that I don't feel like I can do right now? Sometimes it's that. When you're living your worst case scenario, you can't be concerned with or obsessed with all the what ifs if you're going to stay present in the moment. Staying present in the moment when all hell is breaking loose around you, sometimes that's the only thing that will help you keep your sanity. Sometimes reminding yourself, I'm here. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. I'm here. I am. I am here. I am Steve Austin. It is Tuesday at 10:26 in the morning, right? Sometimes you have to do those things to remind yourself, I'm going to get through this. All this is swirling. All this is moving around me rapidly, and I feel overwhelmed. But I am right here. Whatever comes my way, I'm going to be okay. And I think we forget that. I think that we're so tuned to multitask and do all the things at once. And especially, my gosh, my Enneagram 2s. You know, I'm a 3-wing 2. So I'm a doer and I'm a helper. And if you're a doer or if you're a helper, or heaven forbid if you're me and you're a doer and a helper, gosh, we need permission and we need constant reminders to just be. Can't fix it. Can't do it. Can't change it. I can't change a damn thing. But I'm here. I'm going to get through this. People are going to hold my hand through it. I'm going to take this one step. I'm not taking 10. I'm not pole vaulting through. I'm taking one step right now. This one that's right in front of me. When you're living your worst case scenario, you have to focus on the now. The darkness may come again. Hard times are bound to happen again. It's just part of being human. It's just part of people being wounded and us being wounded and dealing with other people, interacting with other humans. We're going to be disappointed. We're going to be angry. We're going to be let down. We're going to be sad. We're going to feel lonely at times. We're going to go through this whole range of emotions. But if we can be present in this one moment right here, right now, we can get to the next one and we can get through it. And we can get to the next one and we can get through it. And it's just one step at a time. Just wanted to share that with you. So if you're going through your worst case scenario right now, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Slow down. Let go of all the things that you can't do anything about right now. All the things that are non-essential, throw it overboard. I talk about it in this book right here. When you feel like you're drowning, throw all the non-essential cargo overboard if you want to keep that boat afloat. That's what we're talking about. Hey, speaking of, giving this away. Giving away one of these every single week for the next 5 weeks until this book is released. Catching Your Breath. The Sacred Journey from Chaos to Calm. Doing a drawing this Thursday. I will put the link in the comments as soon as this video is over. There's a drawing. It's a raffle. There's 7 different ways to win, including leaving a comment on my blog, following me here on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. There's 7 different ways that you can win a signed copy of this paperback. And I'm giving the first one away this Thursday, so I hope you'll check that out. And pre-order the book by going to catchingyourbreath.com. If you're living your worst case scenario today, know that I see you. I hear you. I value you. I would love to hear your story. Email me, steve@IamSteveAustin.com. Know that you are stronger, smarter, more powerful then you can possibly think. You're more loved, you're more valuable than you could ever imagine. Keep holding on. See you soon.